let's have a look at some exam style questions that involve translating shapes. So I've got a question here. It says, translate the shape below, and then it's got this bracket thing, and it says 8 and then -2 on the bottom. So I think this bracket thing confuses a lot of people in translation questions, but it's not too scary really, because it's just giving you some instructions about how to move this shape. So I think it could be helpful to write on the corner of any translation question this little drawing here. So if you do a bracket and then an arrow pointing this direction and an arrow pointing this direction on the bottom. So if you draw that on the corner of any translation question, you can't go too far wrong. Let me show you why. So with this question here, we're first going to translate this shape using this top instruction here, the 8. Now, if we look at our little diagram here, the 8 is telling us to move 8 squares this way. So we move 8 squares in the direction that the arrow is showing. So in order to move this shape, I think the easiest thing to do is to pick one of the corners. So we're just going to look at this corner or vertex of the shape here. Let's do the first instruction for this one. So we're moving the shape 8 squares this way. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that corner is going to end up here. Okay, and let's follow the final instruction for this corner. So the bottom instruction says -2. Now, the bottom number is telling us how far to move this way. But because it's got a minus sign, it means in fact we go the other way. So the direction these arrows point is for the positive direction. So if there's a minus sign, you do the opposite. So this says -2, so we're going to move 2 downwards. So we go 1, 2, and ends up here. So in our final shape, this corner is going to be here. Now we can do this for all the other corners of the shape too. So I'll try another one. So if we take this corner here, this is going to move 8 this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's going to end up here. And then it's going to move 2 in the negative direction. So that's going to go 1, 2, and then going to end up here. So the corner here is going to end up when we move it here. And finally this one, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2 down, 1, 2, and we end up here. So you can see we've got the corners of our new triangle, now it's moved. So all that remains to do is to join it up to create our new shape. So that's this shape translated, 8 - 2. So in fact, you only need to focus on one of the corners, because once we have this one, we can work out where the other corners are just by counting. So in this original shape, this top corner is 4 up. So this corner here would also be 4 up. Because remember, we're just translating. We're not rotating the shape. We're not making it bigger or smaller. We're literally just taking the shape and moving it. So once you've got one corner in place, you know where the other ones are going to be. Let's try another question. So this question says, translate the shape below -7, -5. Let's use the same method. We choose a corner of the shape. So let's choose this corner here. So it says -7. The top number here tells us how far to move in this direction. But because it's a minus sign, we're going to be moving in the other way. So remember, this is the positive direction, so the other way is the negative direction. So we want to move 7 that way. So let's count 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to be here. And now the bottom instruction is -5. So this tells us how far to move in the upwards direction. But because it's a minus, we're going to move the other way, so down. So we're going to go 5 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this point here is where this corner is going to go to in our new shape. Again, now we've got one of the corners in the right place, we can work out straight away where the other ones are going to be, because we just want to move this shape exactly over. So because this one is 3 along, it's just going to be 3 along here and we'll be there. But if it makes you feel better, we can check one more. So for instance, this one, if you count 7 along, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 5 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like we said, it's going to be there. And this one, we're going to go 7 along, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here, and then 5 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as we sort of knew already, that top corner here is going to go here, and that corner there is going to go there. So if we join up these, you could also do it for this corner here and these ones also, but I think from this you can tell exactly where the shape's going to be, because it's got to stay exactly the same shape just moved somewhere different. So we know it's going to be like this. So there we go, that's this shape translated -7, -5. Let's try another exam style question. This one's a bit different. So this one says instead, describe fully the transformation taking shape A to shape B. So we want to know what transformation takes this shape to this shape. Typically there are 4 key transformation types. In this case here, we can see the shape hasn't changed size, it hasn't rotated, it hasn't reflected, it quite clearly has just someone has picked up shape A and moved it somewhere else. So this is a translation. So in an exam, you would definitely get 1 mark for just saying translation. We now need to give the brackets of what it's translated by. So to do this, we sort of want to do the reverse process of what we did before. Here the examiner had brackets instructing them how to move shape A to shape B. So we want to see what they moved shape A by to get to shape B. So if you pick a corner like normal, so we're starting at shape A, so let's pick a corner, this top one here. This corner here corresponds to this corner on shape B. So this corner is the same as this one. So we want to see how you get to here from here. So be careful you pick the corresponding corners. To get to this one, we're clearly going to need to go up quite a lot. So let's see how far we go up. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need to go up to get to be in line with this corner here. So we've gone up by 9, and then let's see how far we have to go this way. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going this way by 6. We can now write down that the translation is by, and then if we put in brackets, so if we look over here, at the top we need to write how far it's gone this way. So it's gone 6 this way, and it's in the same direction, it's in the positive direction, so we don't need a minus sign or anything. It's 6 this way, so we write 6. And then at the bottom we write how far it's gone up. So it's gone up by 9, and that's in the correct upwards direction like here. So the answer is just translation by 6, 9. And you should get a mark for translation, a mark for the how far it's gone this way, so a mark for saying 6, and also a mark for how far it's gone this way, so you'll get a mark for saying 9. I should say, like before, it's enough just to check one of the vertices, but if you want to just double check, you can try another one as well. So for instance, this vertex here, this on this shape is the same as this vertex here, and to get from here to here, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And also this one will be up 9 and across 6 like all the other ones. So I think the key thing to remember when you're doing translation questions, whether you're translating the shape yourself or you're describing a translation, I think it's a really good idea to write down this diagram so you remember which way is the positive direction, and also to just focus on one vertex of the shape and move that one vertex to the correct location. Thanks for watching. Here's another video I think you'll like. Here's another video YouTube thinks you'll like. I have no idea what it is. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Who knows? If you like this video and want to see more aesthetic mathsy videos, do check out my channel and subscribe.